MMTHA is coming.
It was the calm before the storm. Traders thought they had seen everything before. They were wrong.
The MMTHA is coming.
The MMTHA was about to blow everyone's mind and change the game forever.
The MMTHA's already here, bro. Yeah, it's already here. Yeah, you can get it right now.
The MonkeyMan trades HEIKIN-ASHI. This is the ultimate HEIKIN-ASHI. It's the HEIKIN-ASHI like no one has ever seen before. If you love the HEIKIN-ASHI, this indicator is going to blow your mind. I've come up with several different metrics to measure HEIKIN-ASHI candles and have the ability to display these logics visually on regular candles. It's been a long time in the works, but it's now finally ready. So let me show you what this indicator can do. This is what you should see default out of the box. Right at the top here, you can see we have two different modes. Regular candles or HEIKIN-ASHI candles. If you choose HEIKIN-ASHI candles, now it displays actual HEIKIN-ASHI candles. These HEIKIN-ASHI candles are what all of the different logics are based on. If you want to change the outline width of the HEIKIN-ASHI candles, you can. This is a width of 3. It's the same width that I have on my data series for the regular candles. You can see on my data series, I've got a width of 3 for the outline and a width of 3 for the candle wick. But you can choose the width for the HEIKIN-ASHI candles separately directly through the indicator. So by default, I've got the HEIKIN-ASHI core section enabled and also the HEIKIN-ASHI wickless category enabled. So let me put this back in HEIKIN-ASHI mode for a second here. So the HEIKIN-ASHI core. The core is the body of the HEIKIN-ASHI candle. And once the body reaches a certain size, it will print the HEIKIN-ASHI red, green, or neutral. If I bump up this size to a 10, see we get a lot more neutral candles. See, it's neutral when the bodies of the HEIKIN-ASHI are small. When they get big enough, they turn red or green. By default, it is at a 1. There's a lot of options with all these different categories. The HEIKIN-ASHI core can also print the background. You can also have it print signals, an arrow, a dot, or a triangle. Now you can get signals if you have a use for seeing signals or using them in some kind of third-party auto trading software. There's also sound alerts and pop-up alerts. For the HEIKIN-ASHI wickless category, I've got it painting the insides of the candles green or dark red. And this is the HEIKIN-ASHI flat butt that I'm always talking about. It's flat like a tabletop. When you get wicks on both sides, you do not get a wickless candle. When you start going into flat butt mode, you get the wickless candles printing. There's also signal dots available, as well as sound alerts and pop-up alerts. There's a HEIKIN-ASHI slowdown section. This section has two different logics. There's a double wick slowdown, and there's a body size slowdown, or you can have them both activated. The double wick slowdown is when you get a wick of a certain size on both the top and the bottom, and the body size slowdown is when you get a body below a certain size. So let's turn both of these on. If I've got these on, it overrides everything else. So now we've got our yellow slowdown candles. You see when we're coming up, we start getting some slowdown candles. We have a little reversal. We're going down. We get a little slowdown. Start to get a move up. We get a slowdown here, but we do not break any lower than the slowdown candle. We break higher, get a little move up. Slowdown candle, get a break lower, move down. Turn those off. So again, I can be in regular candle mode, seeing the regular 1-minute candlesticks, but I'm getting all the HEIKIN-ASHI information. So let me turn off the core and the wickless. The slowdown is off. I've got this very simple HEIKIN-ASHI trend section. So with this enabled, these colors are just matching the colors of the actual HEIKIN-ASHI candles. So here I've been in a down move on the HEIKIN-ASHI. I get one singular green candle and then I go back red. If I want to smooth this out a little bit, I can change this to a 2. And now we get a smoother transition between a downtrend and an uptrend on the HEIKIN-ASHI. If I put that back to a 1, you can see here we got a blip of 2 green candles. So if I change this to a 3, now it smooths everything out a little bit more. But if you have a trend strength of 1, that's just the color of the actual HEIKIN-ASHI candles. And we can go back into regular candle mode, and again we are getting the trend information from the HEIKIN-ASHI. So if I put this up to a 3, we're still seeing the changes on the regular candles. So let me re-enable the HEIKIN-ASHI core. This is this morning's price action, by the way, from 9 to 10 a.m. So we've got the trend section, we've got the core section, we've got the wick list section, we've got the slowdown section. We also have a custom input series for the HEIKIN-ASHI. If you've got a regular HEIKIN-ASHI indicator and you go to the input series and you try to change the input series to a MACD or an RSI, it's not going to do anything. But I've created special versions of the MACD, of the RSI, of the SMA, the EMA, the HMA, and the comma. So by default, the custom input is just the regular close of price, but there's a drop-down menu, and we have the ability to have a MACD HEIKIN-ASHI hybrid, or the HEIKIN-ASHI measurements of the RSI. Let's try the MACD. So now all of the logics from this indicator are based on a HEIKIN-ASHI and MACD hybrid. It will affect all these categories, the slowdown, the wick list, the core, they'll all be different. Here's the RSI. See, we get a few changes there. What about the EMA? Here's a HEIKIN-ASHI and EMA blend. Had some pretty nice trend changes with these settings this morning. And down here, I can change the period of the EMA or any of the other moving averages or the oscillators. Let's go back into default mode there. Put those wickless candles back on. So as always, a lot of different options to customize with this indicator. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Best of luck in your trading. Have a great day.